Hello everyone, welcome back to Anonymous World. Hope you all are doing well. So today is December 11th and day 11 of Advent of Cyber Threat Edition is out. So let's see what's in day 11. Okay, so day 11 is networking. Where are the reindeers? So first let's start our machine. So before we begin, we suggest that you start the attached machine in attack box as you will need to use the resources. Okay, we already done that. So database admin came rushing to the room and cried to Skiddy. We have been locked out of the reindeer's schedule. How will Santa's transportation work for Christmas? The Grinch's log database make database admin of the system. You need to probe the external surface of the server to see if you get him his access back. So this time Grinch has logged the database admin of his system and they can't access the schedule of the reindeer. So now there is given about MS SQL server. So it is a relational database management system. So basically it is a relational database is a group of tables that have relations. So an example is given here. So consider a shops database with the following three tables: electronic items, customers, invoices. And each item in the electronic item table has ID, name, prices, quantity. And each item in the customer table has its own attributes like ID, name, email, phone. Similarly, invoices can have invoice number. So finally, the invoice table will refer to a customer and one or more electronic item. So this case is a simplified example of relational database. There is figure given. You can go through whole description. So the transportation schedule is in the reindeer database. However, admin can no longer log into his system after the Grinch changed the system password. So let's see how we can help him. So make sure we have started attach machine. Okay, now you decided that the first step would be to check the running services on the given IP using the tool we did yesterday, nmap. So if you have not done day 10, I recommend you to do that first. Okay, let's see if our attack box is started. Okay, so let's view it in full screen. Okay, so first we will scan our IP using nmap. Okay, let's copy this. So it is also given that our machine is a Windows system, so we cannot expect it to not respond to ping pros by default. So we need to add an extra flag, that is -pn, to our nmap command. So let's try that. Nmap -pn, then our IP. Okay. So without this option, nmap will assume the target host is offline and will not proceed with scanning. So there is an open port related to MS SQL server accessible over the network. What is the port number? So we need to give the port number where MS SQL is running. Okay, so we got that. It's 1433. Let's try that. Okay, now let's go ahead. So knowing that MS SQL is running and accessible over the network, we need to check if our username and password are still valid. So we will use the command sqsh, which is pronounced as squish, which is an interactive database shell. So syntax of squish tool is given here. Capital S stands for server, capital U stands for username, and capital P stands for password. So here command is given which consists of IP, our default username, and default password. So let's try running this. Okay. Okay. If the connection is successful, you will get a prompt. What is the prompt that you have received? So we can see here is one and greater than symbol. Let's try this. Okay, so our connection is successful. Let's go ahead. So admin told us the database name is reindeer and it has three variables: names, presents, and schedule. To display the table names, you could use the following syntax: select star from table name where condition. Okay, select star is used to return a specific columns, and star refers to all the columns. From table name to specify the table we want to read from, and where condition to specify the rows. So we need to run this query. Select star from reindeer dbo dot names. Okay, let's try this. So this is a simple SQL query which will dump all the contents of the table names. Okay, let's try this. Type go. Okay, so we are getting all the value, all the fields present in the table names. Okay, so names contain first name, last name, and nickname. Okay, now, so note that semicolon indicates the end of this SQL query, while go sends a SQL batch to the database. Now we can see 4 columns in the table displayed above: ID, first name, last name, and nickname. What is the first name of the reindeer of ID 9? Okay, let's see. ID 9 is Rudolph. So first name is Rudolph. Let's try that. Rudolph. Okay. Next, check the table schedule. What is the destination of the trip scheduled on December 7th? So schedule table, go. Okay, so you can see it dumped all the values from schedule table. So on December 7th, destination is Prague. So let's try this. Now check the table presents. What is the quantity available for the present power bank? So again, replace schedule with presents, then type go. Okay, so we need to check quantity for power bank. It's 25,000. Let's try this. Okay, next, you have done a fantastic work. You have helped database admin retrieve the schedule. Now let's see if we can run MS Window commands while interacting with the database. So some SQL servers have XP CMD shell enabled, and if this is the case, we might have access to something similar to command prompt. So the syntax of this command is xp underscore cmd cell. Then the command we need to run within the inverted commas followed by a semicolon. So we will try a simple command which is who am I. So let's try that. Okay, go. Okay, so it's a dashed output. So we can see NT service MS SQL server. So we are running as MS SQL server. Okay, we can run other commands that we can execute on MS Windows command line. So you can try other commands which you use on normal CMD or PowerShell. For example, we can use dir to list files and type file name to display the contents of the file. Okay, so there is a flag hidden in the Grinch user's home directory. What are its contents? So let's see. A underscore cmd shell. Then within inverted commas, let's see what directories are present in C drive. Oh, okay, so you can see there is public, database admin, Grinch, administration, and admin. So our flag is in Grinch. So let's go there. Type Grinch. Okay, so here are videos, searches, saved games, pictures, music, links, favorites, downloads, documents, desktop. So our flag is in one of them. So first let's try checking desktop. Okay, feedback. Okay, so there is no flag. Now let's try documents. Okay, there is flag.txt. So now we need to read the contents of this file. So flag.txt. and we will replace dir with type. So type is used to read the contents of the file. Okay, so there is our flag. Okay, so congratulations, the flag you have covered contains the password of the database admin. And in this task we learned how to use Squish to interact with our MS SQL server. We learned that if accuracy CMD cell is enabled, and we can execute system commands and read the output using Squish. So that's all for this video. I will see you tomorrow in day 12.